3-1 now, but as I say, he's got that carrot in the background. If he were to get to the semis here, he could go into the Tour Championship. But he's got to beat this man first. O'Sullivan played better yesterday, I think, than against Michael White. Saw off Luhaj, and there was a key moment in frame 6 where, trailing 3-2, Luhaj missed the yellow off its spot for 3-3 effectively and lost 5-2. Still best of 9, and the winner will play either Ding Junhui or Shaun Murphy in the quarterfinals tomorrow. And he's getting the frames on the board. He's won that last one, so 3-3. This is a race to 5, of course. Winner plays Ding Junhui or Shaun Murphy. We'll have that live later on. Judd Trump against David Lilley, looking like 4-2 to Trump. Lilley needing snookers in frame 6. Barry Hawkins 4-1 and in front 41-0 against Steve Maguire. And the other match in this session, Karen Wilson is now 3-2 over Ben Wollaston. Wollaston's just won, or was about to win, frame 5.
Yeah, nice pot, but there was an element, I think, of leaving the cue ball away from all the action. So he didn't leave anything in the way of a red. He might still play the black, though, and he's going up into reds. Got to make sure the pot. Well, he's gone past all of the reds, so whether anything comes of this depends on his next shot. I think he'd get through to something to the right corner.
Hossein Vafaei 8. Hossein Vafaei 4.
So how costly will that be? I'm saying can line the cue ball up at the angle of his choice in for the red to the left corner. Most players will always line it up just off straight, that sort of shot. You would rarely see a player put it completely straight. It's the slight angle taking you in towards the black, but also maybe just for the potting's sake. I think you'd like to have just a slight angle to aim at, and now, what an opportunity.
8. Nine.
Yeah, has to get over the disappointment of losing that last frame when he, again, had a really good chance early on. I think you have to admire him because he's had a lot of trouble over the years with getting visas and, you know, qualifying for events, not being able to make the final stages. Just on the cusp of establishing himself in the top 16.
17.
He's very likeable, isn't he, as well? You know, he's a determined player on the table, quite aggressive player, but, you know, to speak to him, he's very courteous, very polite to everybody. Very likeable player, person. And as you say, he's not had it easy.
No, he's from a territory that, you know, is not historically been associated with snooker in Iran. But as I say, there's another player,
24.
Amir Sarkosh, will be joining the tour next year. So, you know, we're here in China. Obviously, Ding started the boom here, and who knows if he's really successful, what can happen in his own country.
Nicely played.
25.
It's quite a thin pot, and you had to hold it. But it's like anything, you can get a lead of 50, 55 points, whatever. But if you do leave a chance, with the tables playing as they are, it counts for very little. So he's got a lot more to do yet.
31.
So it appears he's on something to the right middle, not quite as he'd like to be. See, as ever, there's something in the way. The pink to left middle, that would be such an easy red for him. Maybe there isn't anything to the right middle. I think that one through the gap will go, but it's not a nice shot to have to play. Can he see enough of it? Very reluctantly, and through gritted teeth, had to play safe there. From opening the reds like that, it seemed unlikely he'd be on nothing.
Barry Hawkins, our first winner of this session, he's beaten Stephen Maguire 5-1. He'll play Neil Robertson or Chris Wakelin in the quarterfinals tomorrow.
Oh, what a great shot. What a terrific shot it was now. That was the point I was making. Hossein with that lead, he made a lead of 50, but it isn't enough, basically. That's not one of O'Sullivan's best, however.
8.
Didn't really want to be playing this red. A rare positional lapse.
There's something in his eye line. It may be a photographer because the audience aren't down that end, so it'll be something else. Or whatever it was, it didn't help him. It was the shot before, though, wasn't it? You know, he put himself under pressure there. So, Vafaei, 42 to the good. What a chance for him now to go 4-3 up as the referee lays the law down again.
1.
Well, hang on a minute. Where's this finished? He's finished nowhere. He might be able to knock in the blue, yeah, but it's a shot you really don't need to have to play. Well, if he misses this, he'll be not amused. This is not an easy shot under the circumstances. So often, though, those shots go in now. Players don't tend to miss them.
6. 7.
Just wonder if O'Sullivan would have been better off not playing that red shot. It's a thinner red to the right corner that he might have played. He might have had more chance of potting, but in hindsight, that is obviously. He never looked comfortable on the red with the rest, did he, O'Sullivan? That might be a little bit of extra pressure because of the shot before.
14.
Couple more reds needed for Vafaei to go 1 frame in front for the 4th time today. All their previous meetings have been one-sided, including, of course, the one he won 5-0. He lost 13-2, 6-2 last year to O'Sullivan.
23.
This is on a knife edge, but at the moment, he's going to be, if he pots this frame from the quarterfinals. So another dramatic frame.
30. 31. $38. 39.
Saw the confidence in which he played that red down the cushion, that they are pretty friendly along there.
46. 47. 52. 52. End of frame.
So Hossein Vafaei that time did make the most of the chance after O'Sullivan missed the red with the rest for the 4th time. Reached the quarterfinals at the expense of Ronnie O'Sullivan. Vafaei has made the 4 highest breaks. O'Sullivan's highest break only 51. But is this the moment where things change? He's potted some good balls along the way. Just been out of position a couple of times, a couple of frames. Got bogged down. He's won a couple of frames like that. But right now, you feel he needs a bit of the old magic to come through this match because Vafaei is looking confident.
I mean, for a neutral, a 4-4 would be very interesting match, very exciting. Obviously for Hossein Vafaei, another win over Ronnie O'Sullivan, aside from that 5-0 in a qualifier for the German Masters, which Ronnie, as I said earlier, he sort of smashed the reds all over the table off the break, 1 frame, to the point where a red went in to a pocket off the break-off, which you never see. He wasn't fully tuned up for it, so it'd feel a better win if he could get it.
Oh, much better, yeah. I mean, he didn't want to be there, did he? But he wants to be here. That's clear.
Well, Ronnie told me that he didn't even have his own cue with him for that match. He used a different cue. And that was from Ronnie himself. Anyway, that would be put aside if Hossein Vafaei could win in such a big tournament as this against a great man.
请观众把手机调成静音。1.
It's a good shot. I think the best part about that shot was holding the cue ball and not seeing it drift into the bulk area. There's quite an angle on this. Crucially, in first. Because it doesn't mean you're going to win the frame, but it means you've got a good chance to. So is there more scoring from O'Sullivan? As Dave pointed out, high break of 51. And all around him, there's been centuries on all other tables. Most players.
Twelve. Thirteen.
A lot of adrenaline in that shot. He's not badly placed, actually. When you get into the cue ball into bulk, there's no guarantee you'll have a colour to red option, but he has.
Ben Williston has battled back to 3-3 with Karen Wilson from 3-1 down. Trump still 4-3 over David Lilly. Hawkins through, of course, 5-1 over Maguire.
16. $21. 22. 29. 30.
Yeah, played that with a little bit of screw and left-hand side, reverse side to get the cue ball up the table. What a chance to level the match this is. I mean, he's done a lot of hard graft to get the balls there.
36.
Been slightly out of position more than once. Seems to me on these tables you can be only half in, not really fully with the balls as you want them, but the breaks just continue. Somehow you don't fall out of position enough to actually miss one.
43. 44.
And it only seems to have gone 4-3 a few moments ago, but it might be about to be levelled. Reds in the middle of the table will clinch the frame.
It's been happening a lot this season when he needs to find something. He's done it. We've seen it in a couple of finals, the Masters, the World Grand Prix when he was trailing in both. We've seen it in other matches along the way. This is already the best he's looked all match.
51.
He's about to beat his highest break, but of course needs to continue, get the frame won, and then it's the decider. But going into that decider, he will have gone from
58.
looking like he was struggling a bit to looking like Ronnie O'Sullivan again.
59. 64.
So this is the point. The next red goes in, 2 million in. Yes, he's moved up a gear, which
65.
he's made a sort of 30 odd years of doing. He had to find extra. In all sport you get that though, don't you? Players who can raise their game when they need to. It's not as if they're not always trying.
72. 73.
Now, of course, it's down to Hossein to raise his again. It's going to be very interesting viewing this deciding frame.
80.
Yeah, even the break-off shot is O'Sullivan to
81.
break, isn't it? So, I mean, that could be a key shot, actually. But he's going to go into it not only feeling good, but just serving a little bit of notice to Vafaei that now he's only going to need one chance, potentially, to get it won.
85. 86. 92.
What a shot with the rest.
Well, we said he had to find something. My word, he's done that. What a wonderful break. And this yellow for his 52nd century of the season
98.
to set up a deciding frame finish. Brilliant stuff.
100. 103. 107. 112.
So his best was 51 coming into the frame, but Ronnie O'Sullivan, so often in his career, when he's had to find something, he has done, and he's done it again, at least to set up this decider in style. Total clearance of 125 from Ronnie O'Sullivan to make it 4-4. But it's all about this frame now for a quarter-final place and a meeting with either Ding Junhui or Shaun Murphy. Well, he did push a red up the table, so it's not the best. It's not the best break-off.
Well, you called it. It might be a significant shot. I think more and more these days it has been. He desperately wants his cue ball to slow down. And it's just about in time because the yellow to the corner pocket down towards the reds. Good chance if it goes in.
Three. 4.
'So the red right in the middle of the bunch there, the one directly below the pink.
9. 10.
Again, though, the same rules apply, that if you get in and make 40, 50, and you leave your opponent in, you're not favoured even to win the frame. Now, this is the shot. He's going into the res. I don't think he wanted to be quite as low down the table with the cue ball as he's finished.
Here's what I found.
Jesus.
18.
It looks good, so he has his chance. He can't say if he doesn't win, he didn't have a really good chance. All about keeping his composure now.
$25. 26.
'Yeah, a little touch cannon there, which is absolutely perfect. And this, what a
33.
chance, goodness me. I'm sure the adrenaline rush of beating O'Sullivan is there. Oh, wow!
Hossein Vafaei,
What a
33.
miss! Wow. Well, I've seen nothing like that. Okay, we had Hossein missing that one and Lu Shan the yellow yesterday. I think that red was even easier.
Absolutely incredible. What a chance it was. He was imperfect, really, wasn't he? In perfect position. Well, it's going to be hard to take if he doesn't now win this match. It's out of his hands.
6. Seven.
I think Hossein is stunned sitting there. He looks as if he just can't believe what he's missed. He's missed the easiest ball. And O'Sullivan, if he does go on and win the match, he'll be quite relieved. O'Sullivan and Hossein will be devastated, I should think. He's always made the point, even through the times when they weren't friends, that O'Sullivan is his hero.
15.
And he had a chance to beat him here. Whether he gets another one, and he might, depends on the next few shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's even worse than the yellow from Luharshan, because this is the decider. I mean, he was in to win as O'Sullivan gets into the red, or tries to.
Yeah, I think he looks like he's on the red to middle anyway, but the cue ball was
22.
spinning quite a lot there backwards.
Just to say, Judd Trump has won 5-3 over David Lilley. So Trump into the quarterfinals.
Little sarcastic shot under his breath there, knowing that he hasn't played a good shot, O'Sullivan. He didn't really go that far on the red. Oh, goodness me, how did that go in?
29.
How did that go in? That was never in. Which makes you wonder how Hossein missed his red, because these tables are generous. It's very so brilliant, isn't he? Just able to produce a shot like that out of nowhere. Blew around the angles.
35.
Well, Trump and O'Sullivan have been the two players of the season, and part of that has been their brilliant play, but part of it has also been opponents just not killing them off when they've had the chances. I don't think you'll see much of a better one than the one Hossein Vafaei had in this frame.
40.
No, I'm still a little bit shocked about it myself, quite honestly, that he missed it.
41.
Now he's got the angle here. It's very well played on the red, and he's got a slight angle brushing into the two reds. Key shot. It's not quite worked out. This next red to middle.
47.
Very awkward. So he's 14 in front. He's trying to work out what he needs. The answer is all three reds. Oh, brilliant shot that is. It made it look simple. It wasn't. Queuing over a ball round two cushions.
$55. 56.
It was crucial they finished top side of the blue. He didn't want to be playing this pink. The last thing he wants is to have to play this and play behind the red in case he did miss it. Anything but straight on the blue, he had a shot, and he hasn't really. It's going to have to be the pink. The frame lives on. The frame lives on.
62.
Yeah, Vafaei stood up straight away, didn't he? When he realised it wasn't on the red.
Well, he'll come back to the table, able to win the frame. Whether he's got a shot, I don't know. But amazing how this game throws up scenarios like that. He just couldn't get behind the red, whichever colour he took.
RonnieO'Sullivan, 62.
He's not got the cover either. So, very much in the match still, Hossein. He's got a chance to redeem himself. is pretty good shot. Priority always getting the red safe.
Yeah, no security, of course, for O'Sullivan. The balls are basically on their spots, so he just needs the red, but they're all there if Vafaei gets a chance at it. Very exciting finish here.
Foul and miss. Hossein Vafaei 4.
I think it's one of those little gambles you take. You can afford to do that once, maybe twice. Clip the red thin, knowing that if you miss it altogether, you give away 4 points, not the end of the world. So he might try it again. He's looking for the thinnest of contacts. And what he wouldn't want, if he missed it, hitting the bump of the right middle and leave a free ball, which could happen. But he might try the same thinnest of snicks again. No, he doesn't want that one back. That was a good shot. Very well played. Decision time. Do you roll up to the red or do you play it at pace? Well, it's a good shot though Sullivan's played, but I don't know a great deal about the snooker that he's managed to get. Referee Zhu Ying is having a terrible time with the crowd, trying to pacify everybody, getting very excited. He's got to keep her eyes on the table and off the table as well. Doing a good job.
Just has to get this safe, doesn't he? Otherwise it's over.
He's played a great shot. That is a terrific shot. He was in a lot of trouble there.
Well, 26 in front, 27 on, so it's a great pot, but not quite over the line yet.
Well, what he could do is try and pot the black and snooker himself on the yellow. Because he would snooker, obviously, Hossein at it if it doesn't go in.
请大家保持安静。
But if it went in and he snookered himself, Hossein would need 2 snookers, so he could do that. It's not the worst option. I can't believe he played it at that speed.
O'Sullivan 1.
The greatest player of all time, but I honestly think that play that slowly,
观众保持安静，
he
谢
wouldn't have
谢。
missed it. Didn't understand the speed of the shot.
So Vafaei hanging on here by his fingernails. Well, now, Neil, another twist and a chance for Vafaei.
It's almost the snooker gods, isn't it? Maybe he didn't think that Ronnie played that shot right on the black. I'm sure he could have potted it playing it slower anyway. What a chance.
5.
Pink to black the shot, and it looked like he'd thrown it away. What an emotional roller coaster this has been, this deciding frame.
9.
No, he wants to have a slight angle, and I think it's absolutely fine just to stun down right in behind the black.
20.
You could write a book on this deciding frame, couldn't you? It all has come down to the last ball. Hossein Vafaei for a famous victory. In it goes, incredible. He thought he'd thrown it away, I'm sure. O'Sullivan couldn't quite get over the line. He's gracious in defeat. Vafaei is a massive win for him. Still with a chance, of course, to get in the Tour Championship, to get to the Crucible as a seed. But the main thing is, for him, he's beaten the world number 1, Ronnie O'Sullivan, in an absolute thriller. 5-4 on the black. And he's into the quarterfinals tomorrow to face either Ding Junhui or Shaun Murphy as the clamour begins for pictures.